They were told to wait for rescue. They were told help was coming. They were told to trust the adults. Instead, the adults drew a circle around their city and called in an airstrike. Welcome to the final stretch. The last 4 episodes of All of Us Are Dead, where everything burns. The school, the city, and every last shred of hope you had left. We're talking military bombings. We're talking fathers sacrificing everything. We're talking goodbye kisses in elevator shafts and a finale that left the entire internet screaming into their pillows. If you thought GWI was dead, think again. If you thought Chong-san was safe, think again. If you thought this show couldn't break your heart anymore, you poor innocent soul. Let's finish this. Episode 9 opens with the coldest decision in the entire series. The National Security Council, huddled in a bunker miles away, looks at a map of Hyosin and makes a calculation. If even one infected person escapes, the entire country falls. So they do the math. 10,000 casualties. Acceptable losses. The deputy commander signing the order. Red circles on a map. Warning alarms blaring across the city. The deputy commander confirms the bombing. Warning sirens pierce the air. A cruel, hollow gesture telling survivors to evacuate when there's nowhere to go. And at Hyosin High, our students hear it. They know what it means. The roof isn't safety anymore. It's a target. But they're not the only ones who heard the sirens. Anjo's father, Soju, the man who swam across a river under gunfire, who took a bullet and kept walking, he finally reaches the school. And he doesn't knock. He fights through a horde of zombies with nothing but raw, desperate fatherly rage, cutting a path to the gymnasium where the students are trapped. What follows is one of the most heroic, heartbreaking sequences in the entire show. Soju holds the line. He tells the kids to run. He embraces Anjo one last time, and in that hug is every mile he walked, every bullet he took, every moment he refused to give up. He tells her to live, to survive, to never look back. And then he closes the door. He stays behind. He buys them seconds with his life, and those seconds are everything. But salvation isn't waiting outside. GWI Nam is. He finds Chong-san. He bites him. He infects him. And in that moment, Chong-san knows he's already dead. But instead of collapsing, instead of crying, he does the most Chong-san thing possible. He chooses to be the hero one last time. He says goodbye to Anjo. He tells her he's loved her since they were kids. And then, finally, they kiss. One kiss. One moment of light in an ocean of darkness. And then he turns. He runs. He lures the entire zombie horde away from his friends, screaming at the top of his lungs, "Today I'm the happiest guy in the school." Chong-san running through the construction site. Zombies chasing. GWI Nam pursuing. GWI Nam catches him. They fight in an elevator shaft, 2 monsters, one made by the virus, one made by cruelty. They grapple. They fall. And as the bombs begin to drop, engulfing Hyosin in fire and light, they disappear into the flames together. The city burns. The school crumbles. And our survivors stumble into the woods as the sky turns to ash. Episode 10 is quiet. And that quiet is somehow worse than the screams. The morning after the bombing, Hyosin is a graveyard. Ash falls like snow. The streets are silent. And our survivors, what's left of them, huddle in the forest, bleeding, broken, and numb. Dae-soo has injured his leg. Hari hasn't spoken since they left the roof. And Anjo is staring at the smoke rising from where their school used to be, refusing to accept what she saw. The students in the forest. Anjo standing alone, looking back at the fire. She decides to return to the construction site. She calls out for Chong-san 3 times, each time more desperate than the last. On the 3rd time, she calls him a jerk for leaving her. It's raw. It's childish. It's devastating. Because we all know, Namare follows her. Our half-B, our class president, puts a hand on her shoulder and tells her the truth. She can't smell anyone. Not Chong-san. Not GWI Nam. Not anything alive. It's time to say goodbye. And in the middle of this grief, Soju reaches out from beyond the grave. The students find yellow ribbons tied to trees, breadcrumbs he left in the forest to guide his daughter to safety. Anjo finds his flashlight, dropped when he fell, and she collapses. She sobs. And for the first time, she lets herself believe he was really there. That he really came for her. The group follows the ribbons. They walk for hours. They reach the edge of the forest and see a town below. Yangdong. It looks untouched. Clean. Safe. But this show doesn't do safe. Episode 11 is the final boss fight. And the boss isn't a zombie. There's hope. Yangdong looks perfect. No broken windows. No blood on the streets. The students let their guard down for one breath, and Namare freezes. Her eyes go wide. She can smell them. 11 zombies. Maybe more. Coming fast. Namare's nose twitching. Her eyes flashing red. The students grabbing tools. What follows is the most desperate, creative fight in the series. The students break into a tool store and arm themselves. Shovels. Hammers. Iron bars. Daesu grabs a wrench the size of his forearm. Hari finds a bow. Not her bow, but it'll do. And when the horde hits, these kids don't run. They fight. Namare tears through zombies with her bare hands, snapping necks, throwing bodies. Suhayak cracks skulls with a shovel. Anjo and Hari work together, covering each other's backs. For one shining moment, they're not victims. They're warriors. But the virus always collects its debt. Woojin sees a zombie charging at Hari from behind. He screams her name. He tackles it. And he gets bitten. Right there, in front of everyone. Hari drops to her knees, sobbing, and Woojin. Brave, annoying little brother Woojin, he smiles. He tells her he knew she never made it to nationals. That she came back to school because she failed the preliminaries. He makes her promise to never give up on archery. To keep shooting. Woojin bleeding. Hari holding him. The group watching in horror. And then he turns. Mijin raises a hammer, eyes closed, ready to end him. But Hari begs. She screams. She can't lose him twice. So Namare steps forward. She grabs Woojin, her classmate, her friend, and snaps his neck with inhuman strength. Quick, merciful, final. Hari collapses. And Namare, she turns away, because she can smell Hari's grief. And it smells like dinner. Namare runs. She hides behind a building and starts bashing her head against a brick wall. She bites her own wrist until it bleeds. She's fighting the hunger with pain. But pain isn't enough. Suhayak and Anjo find her, and she's eating a zombie corpse. She drops it. She looks at them with red, desperate eyes and screams, "Stay away from me!" She lunges at Anjo, pins her to the ground, teeth inches from her throat. Anjo looks up at her friend and whispers, "It's okay. You can bite me." Namare stops. She screams. Not a zombie scream, a human scream. A scream of agony. And she runs. She runs into the woods, away from the only people she has left. Because she knows the next time, she won't stop. The remaining survivors are found by the military. Guns raised. Orders shouted. They're handcuffed, hooded, and taken to a quarantine camp. Their ordeal isn't over. It's just been outsourced. Episode 12 is 4 months later. And 4 months doesn't heal anything. The quarantine camp is a prison with better lighting. The students are alive, but they're ghosts. They don't talk to each other. They don't talk to the military. They answer questions with silence because the adults abandoned them on a roof and then bombed their city. Why should they cooperate now? The quarantine camp. Barbed wire. Gray uniforms. Empty eyes. Anjo is the only one who leaves. Every night, she sneaks over the wall and hikes to a memorial she's built in the mountains. 3 ribbons tied to a tree. One says, "ISAK, I miss you." One says, "NAMRA, come back." And one says, "Chong San, I love you." She leaves snacks. She talks to them. She tells them about a world that keeps spinning without them. And then a flicker of light. In the distance, on the roof of the ruined Hyosen High, she sees a campfire. Anjo's face in the moonlight, the distant flame, her eyes widening. She tells Suhayak. They plan to go alone. But of course the others find out. Daesu told Hari. Hari told Mijin. Mi-jin threatened to call the cops unless they brought her. They climbed the wall together, 6 kids who survived hell, breaking back into their own graveyard. The school is ash and memory. They walk through the ruins of classroom 2 to 5. Anjo's yellow pencil case somehow survived the blast. Dae-soo leaves a chocolate wrapper for Junyoung, a promise to bring a real box next time. And Hari, seeing Anjo's guilt, tells her, "You're not the only one hurting. Being alone doesn't make it hurt less." They climb to the roof. The campfire is burning, and standing beside it, healthy, healed, smiling, is Namare. She's been living here for months. Her wounds have closed. Her eyes are clear. She's not a monster. She's not a human. She's something new. And she's not alone. "There are a few more like me," she says. "Others who ran. Others who hide. Others who are neither human nor monster. Just like her." Anjo begs her to come back. To stay. To be their friend again. Namare smiles. "You know how we're not really kids, but not quite adults yet? It's like that. I'm neither human nor monster." Namare looking at each of them. The city below. The moon above. She says she missed them. She wanted to see them. But she can't come back. Not yet. She hears them calling. The other half-bees. Her new family. And then she leaps. She jumps off the roof. Into the night. Disappearing into the darkness below. The students rush to the edge. Staring into the void. Shocked. Silent. Wondering if she'll come back. If she's still their friend. If she was ever really gone. Music. Swelling. Emotional. The final shot of the survivors on the roof. The episode ends not with answers, but with questions. With 6 kids standing on the edge of the world. Looking into an uncertain future. Carrying the weight of everyone they lost. Chongsan, Soju, Ujin, Junyoung, Jaeyoung-soo, Ms. Park, Sek, Jimin. The list is endless. The sorrow is endless. But so is the hope. 12 episodes. One impossible journey. And a finale that refused to give us easy answers. We watched a father swim through bullets to save his daughter. We watched a bully become a monster, and a monster become a protector. We watched Chongsen sacrifice everything for one kiss and one chance to save his friends. And we watched Namare, brilliant, broken, beautiful Namare, choose her humanity even when it hurt the most. And All of Us Are Dead isn't just a zombie show. It's a question. It asks, when the world ends, what do you hold on to? Is it revenge? Is it fear? Or is it the people standing next to you, shovels in hand, ready to fight even when the bombs are falling? If this breakdown hit you in the feels, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment with the name of the character you miss the most. And tell me, do you think Chongsan is still out there? Do you think Namare will come back? Me? I think she's already back. She just needed to jump first. Until next time, stay safe, stay human. And remember, the scariest thing about the apocalypse was never the zombies. It was how much we needed each other to survive it.